Hi guys, this is Dustin Thingman, Mr. Too Blessed to Be Stressed, and today in lesson 6 we are going to talk about creating your lead capture pages. So let's go ahead and get started. So basically, lead capture pages are the pages that people come into and they leave their email address in, and that's what adds them to your list. We talked about using Aweber before. We got kind of into the technical aspects of going in the back of Aweber and how to make a web form, and the way that you add people to your list. So that's how you do that. But today we're going to talk about actually how to build a page around that form, so that you can attract more people, and how to build it the right way so that you actually get people to opt in and give their email address to you. So basically, it's people call lead pages or lead capture pages squeeze pages or opt-in pages, but they're all basically the same page, the same type of page. I want to address the issue of using capture pages provided by your primary company. So I know there are different business opportunities. There's different affiliate companies that have products and businesses that they provide pages to you, and there's nothing wrong with those pages. The only thing about those pages is a lot of people will go out there, they'll grab the company's the page they give you, and they'll go and run some paid ads and run hundreds of people to that same page. And a lot of people do this in order to make a quick buck. But what happens is that page gets seen by a lot of people. So if you're using that same page, you're going to have lower conversions because you're using the company's page instead of creating something different of your own. There's a technique that people use called using a wrapper for your page. It's actually something that I learned from a 7 or 8 figure earner. Actually, I think it was 8 figures last year, and he teaches how to wrap. Putting a wrapper around a product or a business so that it looks new and shiny and people that haven't seen it yet. So it basically breaks down that barrier of, I've seen this already, and it gets them to really look at it again, so they actually can see the business opportunity or product. So basically that's kind of like creating your own personal squeeze pages or capture pages for different products or your business opportunity, whatever you're promoting. So don't use the capture pages provided by your company. Make something different. You will get way higher conversions. So if you're using your company page, it's possible that you could get maybe 10 to 15% conversions. Basically, if you get 100 people to go to it, you might get 10 of those people to put in their email address. But by creating your own, you might be able to get like a lot more, like 50 to 60% if you're using the right kind of page. So 50 to 60 people out of 100 is a lot better than 10, I tell you that. So another reason that you might not want to use your the actual funnel, the actual capture page that your company gives you, is you have no control over the funnel. And why this is important is because there have been times where I've written a solo ad, an email that goes out to a whole bunch of people, and used a company's page. And what you do is you write a solo ad that it relates to the capture pages. You want to make sure it's congruent. Your message is congruent throughout. So you write a page and you make sure the subject is the same as the capture page. But anyway, so there's been times when I've done that, and there's been times where the companies actually pull those pages down or change them up a little bit, and so the message isn't congruent anymore. It doesn't make sense anymore. Companies do that a lot, and the reason for that is they like to split test different pages, to improve conversions. But they don't tell you that a lot of times when they're split testing, so it just happens. So that's another reason you don't want to use it. You want to be in control of your pages, and so that you make sure that you're getting the most bang for your buck, especially when you're sending tons and tons of traffic to that page. So, and that comes to the next point. If they take the page down, you lose leads. It can also mess up your message that you're giving in your advertising, your solo ads, and things like that. So definitely want to get your own page. It's pretty easy actually to make your own pages. There's plenty of tools out there to help you. So here we go, how to create capture pages. So there are some options. You can get free HTML templates online. You can also get WordPress plugins for your new blog that you may have set up in the previous lessons. So some of the plugins that I use, we talked about a little bit before, but one of them is LeadRocket. Let me go ahead and just actually show you that a little bit in detail. So LeadRocket's pretty cool, actually. This is an example of a LeadRocket page that I built. So Basically, in the Lead Rocket, they give you like a form that goes in the middle right here. You know, it's a place where you can put in your code from Aweber, or any other autoresponder that you have, and then you can, you know, put a video on it. You can use a picture, and you can put a headline on top, and then you choose a background. So basically, this picture I used, I just positioned it a certain way so that both pictures would end up on either side of the form. So it's kind of cool. So they can, you know, they can play the video. I'm going to mute that out. They can play the video and watch me, you know, talk about myself for a second. And anyway, so it's kind of personal. It's kind of, you know, it's got my picture here. It's got my daughter over here. So it's kind of cool. This is a Lead Rocket capture page. If you have WordPress, Lead Rocket's about $50, I think. Still, it's a one-time fee. So that's one option. It's pretty slick and easy to use. So if you're in WordPress, you can actually just go to, first of all, you obviously have to get the plugin and install it. But once you do that, you just go to add new pages. And let's see. Okay, come on. Here we go. So here's my bar. So the Lead Rocket plugin will install a little button, and you should just click that little button. This will put in the little short code for Lead Rocket. And so basically, this tells WordPress to, you know, whatever I put in the options down here, to throw it on this page. So when you go to Lead Rocket, you have all these different forms you can use, different templates you can use, colors, you know, different way the page is set up. So you basically choose whatever you like. I kind of like the simple stuff, you know, just like a one-line heading, and then, you know, the email and one button. You can change whatever the button says. So here, let me give you an example. I'll go ahead and just grab one. So you click that, then you go down here. You can actually choose, and it threw me down here. Okay, where we at? Okay. So you can actually choose a logo if you want a logo on the page. It'll appear above your form. You can also do a background image. So this is really the cool way that it works. So you know, if you're going to use this, the best thing to do is to go look for some, you know, high definition images of, like, you know, desirable places like beaches and beautiful views, and just kind of draw people into your form. And that way, you know, it's it's something different, something they like to see. Most people who use Lead Rocket will, you know, have like a beach or something in the background, or some, you know, some pretty view somewhere, and it kind of draws people into your page. It kind of makes your form the focal point of the page right here. So that is one option. So you can just put whatever image you want to there. Then you can move on down to your headline. In your headline text, put your text below what you want below the headline, and then you can change up your button, which basically says subscribe now. I changed it to send the video because it's a call to action. You want people to, you know, obviously click through and put their email address in. So they have to understand that in order to send the video, they have to put their email address in. So that's what I changed mine to. Works pretty well. And then we have the actual form code. So if you have Aweber or whatever form, whatever autoresponder you have, you go there, just like I showed you in the last lesson, and you actually grab your form code and you put it in here. So just like you can put it on the right side of your blog, you can also put it on a capture page, and this is the way it appears. It's just this little, you know, piece down here. Obviously, instead of a background, I chose a video for Lead Rocket. So that's that. Let's see. Background image. I'm trying to think of anything else I wanted to show you with Lead Rocket. Nope, that's it. So it's pretty simple. You might see some other stuff. This is actually some other stuff that I have. Some other plugins I use for this site. But Lead Rocket's pretty easy. So once you do that, once you have your options set, all you do is publish the page, and it comes out just like that. Okay, so that's one option. One option is Lead Rocket. The second option, and get ready for this, guys, too, because these are, although I like these two plugins, within the last few months I've been using another product, and I think it's probably the best at all, and it's one of my favorites. So I'm going to show you that last, so keep an eye out for that. That's going to be one of the best. But for now, I want to quickly show you the marketing plugin. And the reason that the marketing plugin is great because it allows you lots and lots of freedom. So this is one site that I quickly made with the Lead Market plugin. The Marketer plugin, I'm sorry. So this is the Lead Rocket version, which I made with that thing I just showed you, and this is the Marketer version. So I do like this one because when you have the Marketer plugin, it's actually a full-blown theme. So you install the theme to your WordPress site, and then you're able to just publish a page and then go straight to a button at the top that says edit. So this is all within WordPress, and you can actually drag and drop a headline. You can drag and drop pictures. They give you arrows. There's tons of little like marketing graphics to use, like arrows and animations. So I've got all this stuff in here that points to my box, and this page was made very quickly, and mostly for the sake of example, but it actually, I just took this form directly from Aweber. I made the form in Aweber, and I threw the code in here. So if you see, you can actually go into HTML code right here. There's a little drag and drop option. Take HTML, you drag it, and then you just paste it in right here. And so when you do that, it automatically appears right in front of you. Okay, just to give you an example, you can see this is straight from my Aweber. So if I just drag in the HTML, and I just paste that in there, you can see automatically it just came on top. It's obviously the same one I just have, but it just pops right in there. It's really, really cool stuff. So you can do that. You can add text. See, I added this text at the bottom, my website. It makes it really easy. You can actually, change up the fonts. They've got some really cool kind of stylistic fonts in there. You can choose lots of cool stuff. Also, you can choose fonts down here. So there's lots of options with the Marketer plugin. Like I said, so Lead Rocket was about $50 one-time fee, and Marketer plugin I think is about $97 one-time fee. I found this plugin kind of by accident about a year ago, and I've been using it ever since. But recently, in the last couple months, I have used another tool which I think is probably the best out of them all. I really like it, and it's called Lead Pages. So if you don't know about Lead Pages, I'm going to show you that real quick. So Lead Pages is, let's see, do I still have it open? Yes, I do. So Lead Pages is basically like a website that has pre-built templates, and you can choose from those templates and then just kind of edit it to the way you want. What makes this great and easy is they actually have the conversion rates on the templates. So they take the conversion rates of the people who use Lead Pages and the conversions they get from their subscribers, and they use that to actually sort their stuff by. So if you click this, you can do sort by conversion rate, which is awesome. So it shows you at the moment what is the highest converting template. And so obviously, like, it depends on what's going on, but I wouldn't trust this always, but for the most part, you can kind of look at the ones that are the top ones and find one that kind of might work for your offer. Obviously, some of these are like Facebook, designed or Facebook intended for, stuff like this converts really well. Just to have a really nice clean background, and then it has a place on the side that you can put in text in the headline. So it's really cool stuff. I'll actually show you real quick how easy it is to use. Let me grab this real quick. So you click it and it goes straight into it. And so this is the way it works. You have your image right here that you can just click. You want to change out your image. Let's say that you have a book or something that you're selling. We'll just put Mr. Too Blessed to Be Stressed right there. So you can choose your image, so that's cool. And then you go over to the right side, you just click on the text, and then you can change it. And then I'm going to put, I love Lead Pages. Because I do, it makes it really easy. Then you have your headline, the 5 dirt cheap tools I use to create all my videos. You can make whatever you want. So this might be learn how I got 5,000 people to my blog in one day. And you can just leave it like that. So I like this page actually. I've used this for another capture page. I've used this actual template. So you just click on whatever you want. You can leave a lot of this stuff. The cool thing about it is that a lot of this stuff is already kind of like pre-built for you. Like you don't have to click here, you don't have to really change that part right there, but you can if you want to. If you want to change the words, click here for instant access. It's good for lots of things, so you can leave it there. But the cool thing is you don't see a form in here, right? There's no email form, so it looks very innocent. You're like, oh, I just clicked the button and I get access. No, you have to click the button and then you get prompted to put in your email address. So you can change the words that are in the form already, where it says email. You can change it to something like put in your email here. You can change the word free access. If it's a video, you can put send me the video or something like that. You can change out the colors and the text and the fonts and the headlines. So it leaves you lots of options, and it's super simple because you can leave whatever you want and then just change out what you need to. So it's very cool. I love Lead Pages. I've been using it a lot lately, and I've gotten really good conversions. I'm going to show you that in a second, how good of conversions I've gotten with Lead Pages. Let me go ahead and close this out so I can show you. So we're going to go back. I'm going to go to my Lead Pages so I can show you a couple that I've been playing around with. Okay, so here we go. This is what I want you to look at. I sent about 583 clicks to my page right here, and I had 345 of these clicks, these people opt into the page. So that's a 59% conversion rate, and that is pretty spectacular. The average for the industry, I should say the high average for the industry, is about 20 to 30%. 30% is good, 40% is awesome, and 59% is pretty much unheard of. So I was very happy with this page I made with Lead Pages. So it's really good. It's working really well for me. You can test this is one of the great things, is you can test all your stuff here. You can watch your conversion rates. It keeps tracks of your clicks, your opt-ins, and all that good stuff. So if you find a page that works really well and you want to try it with something different, you can actually just go over here and click duplicate page, and you can duplicate the page you know that works and just change it around for a different offer or something like that. It works super great. I love Lead Pages. So that's about it, guys. So if you're going for cheap, also you have prices of Lead Pages. It's about, I think, $37 a month is what it starts off with. And you get access to all the the highest converting lead pages and all the highest converting capture pages. So it's really cool stuff. And that's about it. There are also other options out there. There's tons and tons of plugins and stuff. These are kind of my favorite. Lead Rocket marketing plugin. And the one I've loved recently is Lead Pages because it makes it so easy. There are some other ones you might want to look at. I don't have one here. There's one called Optimize Press. And I've seen Optimize Press, but to be honest with you, there's a lot more options there, and it's a little bit overwhelming. So if you want to keep things simple, I would just use Lead Pages. If you've got the money for $37 a month, Lead Pages is like my top choice, like all the time. Like I should just like take everything else off and just put on Lead Pages because it's like the freaking bomb. If anybody even says that anymore. But yeah, so like Lead Pages is like the freaking bomb for me. So it's worked extremely well. 60% conversions is crazy, and I will continue to use it. So that's all I got for today, guys. This has been lesson 6. Make sure you click the if you want to go and grab Lead Pages, click the link below and you can get it. So I'll just make sure you also go and click the arrow and go to lesson 7, and we will start on some cool technical stuff, which is how to get your blogs ranking for Google, so you actually get plenty of free traffic from your blog. We're going to talk about that next. Thanks, guys.